Alright, so number 3, let's look at identify any relative maximum or minima, determine the intervals in which the function is increasing, decreasing, or constant. So I'm going to take a little bit of liberty here and say that this one is really the only one you need to worry about, relative minimum and maximum. These other two are not really set up very well for figuring that out. And we'll find out whether increasing and decreasing are constant on all three of them, and we'll also talk about domain and range. All right, so we'll add a little bit. We took a little bit away. We'll add a little bit to it. So the first question: where is this increasing, decreasing, or constant? Well, increasing is where the graph. I'm going to start on the left side. Increasing is where the graph is essentially going up, and decreasing is essentially where the graph is going down, and constant is where the graph is flat. So if I start on the left side and I follow the graph here, notice how I'm going up until I reach the very vertex there. Now that vertex, although it's hard to see on this video, is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -7, comma 1, 2, 3, comma 3. Now we only use the x values to describe this. So from negative, and this is negative infinity, this is positive infinity. So as I draw, going left to right, as I draw that graph, I'm coming in from negative infinity to -7. And we're going to stop at -7. Now I'm going to use a parentheses because at the very top we're neither being increasing or decreasing, or that's where you stop and you change from being constantly increasing. I shouldn't say constantly. That's where you change from being increasing, in this case, to decreasing. So we're going to use a parentheses there. All right. So now, if I keep on drawing, notice how now I'm going down. And when I go down, I stopped right here going down. So from -7, now what's that point right there? That point looks like -5, -1. So I only use the negative, the x. I only use the x value. So from -7 to -5, parentheses on both, we are decreasing. Okay, now what's going on here? Well, here it's flat, so it's constant. From here to here, it's constant. So from -5, what's the x value here? -2. So from -5 to -2, we are constant. Okay, now if I draw from -2, I'm going to go up again. Now that point right there is -1, 2. So from -2 to -1, we are increasing again. And then from here out, it's flat. So that's a constant part. So the x value here would be -1 to positive infinity would be constant. So I was increasing from negative infinity to -7. And then I was also increasing from -2 to -1. I was decreasing from -7 to -5, and then I was decreasing. Oh, that's the only part decreasing, and then constant. We were constant from -5 to -2, and then -1 to infinity. All right. So remember, these are only the x values. We're just using the x values. It's almost like we're using the domain to describe where something is increasing and decreasing.